if you've enjoyed episodes 1, 2, and 3, you're going to be really disappointed in this one. This is somehow episode 4. Well, you made it through the trailer. That's a good start. Okay, so this is episode 4, but it's not the episode 4 that it was supposed to be. Okay, so we've made a bit of a statement before about it's not scripted and all of that. It isn't. We just, you know, if you know us and you've seen us running around with a camera, you'll know what we're doing here. We do it as we go, but it's not completely made up. You know, we normally know roughly what's going on with our week and what we're going to be doing, so we just try and capture that as we do it, you know. But my co-host in episode 4 didn't actually know he was going to be a co-host. In fact, he probably doesn't even know that we're doing this thing. He will now because his sister will see this and she'll tell him. But we had a sort of a loose plot for episode 4, which I was really looking forward to sharing with you all, and we will do. But unfortunately, something's come up that's just made that completely inappropriate to do at the moment. So we will come back to it. But instead, what we're going to do is try and make an episode on the fucking spot. Bear with me. Okay, so how do you make a program on the spot? Fuck knows, let's find out. Right, here's what's kind of funny. People watch other people. People watch other people, they do. People do watch other people, they're fucking great at it. And they make comment about it as well, which is one of the really, really brilliant things. And they say, oh, I saw such and such the other day. Do you see him making a complete prick of himself trying to talk to camera? Well, you know, have you ever tried doing it? It's not fucking easy. It's not easy for everyone anyway. Some people are great at it, some people suck. I think that's part of the point of this episode. Okay, now I've got somewhere. Now I know where I'm going. I'm going to put a question thing out on Instagram, inviting anybody to ask any question. And we're going to do this, real time. I'm into this. This is real-time reality, kind of. What time is it? Good morning, it's Coronation Day, Saturday the 6th of May. Basically means that Charlie Boy's getting a new hat. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a pickle and I need some help. Any of you been watching our YouTube thing? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Questions. What I need is questions. Look, because something's happened, right? And it's a terrible thing that's happened, fucking terrible thing that's happened. And it's created a bit of a problem with episode 4. So episode 4 is out the window and I'm going to have to do something clever and hopefully fun, interesting at least. So if you've had any questions about what we do, how we do it, life, work, the program, how we make it, anything you like, I don't really care. Make it as funny as you like or as genuinely interested as you like. Write me a question thing now and send it over. I'm probably going to use it in this. You'll see. You'll see. Okay, I'm back. Right, so I've just filmed a little thing sitting in the container that you saw the Prince move the other day. And I did a little thing on my phone here. I'm talking to you on the camera phone, which actually also belongs to the Prince, and I'm tripping over things because I'm not looking where I'm fucking going. So I've just done a little thing on my phone and put it on Instagram, asking for anyone to ask me a question, okay? And first, here we go. He won't mind me saying, because he's a fucking gentleman in a class act, William Watson Armstrong. Morning, Will. Thanks, mate. You're the first one to get me out of this hole. Okay. I'm not going to do all the questions straight away. I'm going to let a few come in first and we'll see where we're at. All right, thanks, people. Questions are coming in, so this is going to be really fun, I think, or fucking awful. Either way, I think it's going to be hilarious to watch. One other thing I do need to do, having just referenced the very sad situation that scuppered the original plan for episode 4, is to make a quick phone call. So let's just let's get that up now. This is where the reality of real time backfires and doesn't answer it. Hello, mate, how you doing? Yeah, I need a favour. One of the other problems, of course, with doing a sort of live, real-time kind of episode is that I've actually got a shitload of other things to do today. So I'm going to have to somehow fit those in. Yeah, this is... okay. Hey, sad face. How you doing? Okay, so that favour that I just asked for has just come back. It's fucking done. It's about 19 minutes. He's sorted it. Something I learned as a kid and I've never forgotten. Kind of lived my life by it. Whatever you want to be in life, surround yourself with the same things, okay? If you want to be positive, happy, able to solve problems, all that kind of stuff, then surround yourself with similar kind of people. If you're going to surround yourself with a bunch of fucking dicks, guess what you're going to be? Yeah. 19 minutes, Ian, straight back. Here you go, mate. How's that? Oh. Okay, things are going well. As I mentioned, I do have other stuff to do today as well, so this is going to be kind of awkward, but I reckon I can do an awful lot of things at the same time if I'm in the right place, and the right place for the other things to be is in my studio. Sorry, thought I heard someone. Didn't hear anybody. No. Okay, the more observant among you would have probably noticed by now that Natalie's not around yet. It's because she's gone shopping in Berwick. So I've got, oh, fuck me. Studio's locked. Of course it's locked. My cars have always got the fucking keys in, but the studio, apparently I locked that. Rena, hey. Very well. You? No, the reason I'm calling is, you've seen that. Yeah, okay, so no, it's very sad. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to try and do this episode, like, sort of, not really on my own. I'm hoping that Natalie will be back at some point, but she's gone to the shops. But you remember when we did the speakers night in Chatham? Yeah, and you got together all the questions from my Instagram so that I couldn't see them first and prep for them. Can you do that again today with these ones so that I don't see them and start thinking about them too much? I'd rather do them like spontaneous. Yeah. That's a great idea. Yeah, get those as well. Yeah, okay. No, I'll go and do a little bit now. I've got to take Selkie out anyway because she's going fucking nuts. I'll go and do another little bit now that I can drop in explaining why that piece of footage isn't here. And in the meantime, hopefully we'll try and make more sense of it. Yeah. I don't fucking know. That. And then, I don't know how many questions. Should we say that, I don't know, like 25 or something like that? And then we'll whittle down through them once I've done answers, or Natalie's done answers, or we've done answers, whatever, see which ones work. It still needs to fit into like a 30-minute format and see if it's actually any good or not. Yeah, I don't want to have just millions of questions. Some might be challenging and really hard to answer, which could be much better, enjoyable to watch than ones that I think are obvious. I don't know. Yeah, okay. And then we need to start editing, and then I need to go down to Ian's, and I need to drink beer. No, I need to drink beer. Yeah. Sometimes I think you don't know me at all. All right. Yeah. Au revoir. Okay, so that was Rena. Rena's like our magician. She's an assistant of ours who works with us. She started working with us a few years ago now when we still had Anna. Anna is now retired and gone off to do Anna things, which is great for her because she's been with us for about 10 years, 11 years, I think, which is cool. But there's a fucking grey squirrel. There's a fucking grey squirrel right there, you cunt. Right, okay, so here's what's going to happen. That's explained who she is, because I'm thinking I'm going to have to use that footage. So that might make a little bit more sense now. Now I'm going to turn this camera off. I'm going to go get my gun. I'm going to shoot that fucker in the face. And then we're going to start compiling some of the stuff that I did earlier on as an intro and knock that into some sort of shape and see how we progress. Okay. Sorry, weepoo, come on. Right, I just did one of those Instagram live things where I just sort of wandered into the studio and showed my laptop set up with the big screen that's all wired up and everything, and that's where we do the editing for the YouTube stuff. I did that on the live stream on Insta so that you could see that footage later put into the whole fucking thing, and you'd know that it makes sense what it is that I'm trying to do on my own with everything else to do today. Anyway, apparently Instagram didn't like me calling you all a bunch of fucking cunts or something, so they cut me off and they didn't allow me to keep the recording, so I couldn't put it in. So I'm doing it again this way, and we'll see if I can outsmart them. Fuck you, Instagram. Okay, all right, you cunts. Instagram. It is 14:27. I just said I'm filming now onto this camera for the YouTube thing. I just want to say thank you very much for all the questions that you lot have been sending in. I asked for some help and you're giving it to me. Thank you. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not yet, but we're having a go. All right, thank you. Okay, friends, it's almost 3 o'clock. Here is my laptop and a few notes and stuff that I've got. Okay, laptop's hooked up to edit screen, and everything that I've filmed up to now, I've imported. I normally use Apple Final Cut, but in all honesty, I'm in the studio today with very limited power as we've got cabin guests here, and we don't really want to run the generator because it will, it will disturb them, and that's not nice. They've come for a relaxing weekend away. So our power's kind of low, so I don't really want to use my laptop plugged in because that makes the processor really hot and it draws heavy. So I'm sticking with iMovie, which is really simple. And to be honest, anyone watching this is kind of inspired to think, oh, I might try making something. This is a great platform to start on because iMovie it's just dead simple and really easy. And we're not doing tons of editing today. No, I'm not going to be adding loads of music scores and stuff in down here because there's a lot of me fucking talking. It's, like that. What's that Tom Hardy thing? Is it Venom? I don't know. Anyway, so I've got everything imported in up here, and these are all the various takes, me messing it up. It's the same thing, but I've got it wrong. There's me shooting something. Natalie's just come home. So I filmed her doing that bit, but it was very apparent very fucking quickly she didn't really want to be involved today, so I've left her alone doing Natalie things. I think she's playing in the garden or something. And I've started bringing everything down into the timeline. This is what we're going to start breaking down now. Like maybe as I stop talking here or something, but there's another 4 or 5 seconds of the camera rolling. All those little seconds, you add them all up and suddenly you knock them off and you might be 5 minutes short. So that's kind of good. You want to get, sorry about this, I can't really see what I'm filming. You want to get all that stuff right. I will try and get a bit of music in today and show you how I do that. But it will be a bit difficult. Okay, so I'm going to go through each one of these now. Right, it's 4 o'clock. I really want to get this all done and finished today and uploaded, so it's obviously fucking all done on a hello, what's that? Obviously all done on a Saturday. Now you've already seen, but I haven't done it yet. Because this is how filming works. So you would have just seen, I think, Natalie attempting to get involved, and then just it became evident very fucking quickly she wasn't in the mood for this today. But obviously I wanted to just get it done. So we're going to call it quits on the questions now and just fucking get on with this. Rena's got all the questions. She's also got the ones that were asked for Speakers Night at Chatham Village Hall. You remember Ali? Right, well, at Speakers Night, Ali was like question master or whatever. She was like the host. It's her fucking fault that we got there. Anyway, Ali had a load of questions that didn't get asked that night. Well, technically they did. We answered them in the pub, but you don't know that. Anyway, so Rena's got all of those. Because Nats wasn't keen to be involved in this today, I think she's probably just going to pick questions that are either directly toward me or directly toward the both of us, because obviously I'm not going to be answering anything on her behalf and she's not going to be wanting to do this at all. So I'm going to upload this clip that I'm talking in now, and then we will come back with all of the I think she's going to get it down to 10 questions. I think that's probably what we're going to try and do, and then we'll get this in and we'll get them working. Tell you what, my fucking head's starting to hurt from all of this. Okay, what time are we at? 20 to 5. Is it? Hennes, why are you not in the tanky? because I'm fucking sitting here doing all this bollocks. But I am going to go to Ian's and drink some beer when I've done this. Right, I've got all the questions. She has picked 10. I've got them, and I've just written the title thing for them, and I've put them on. I'm now going to pretty much leave here and take a walk down to my mate Ian's and go and have a beer with him, and I'm going to try and answer all the questions on the way, get to his, and then start filming. No, I'd have already filmed it. Start inputting that footage into the into the sequence, and then I'll just need to add some titling, put the trailer thing at the beginning that we normally have, and any music if there's any going in there. But I don't think there will be, because there's not really space with all the bollocks that I'm talking. So we're close. Right. So I've now put in all of the title sequence. So there's like the introduction, episode 4, and then there's the thing that you see at the beginning of every single one. See if that makes sense. If you've enjoyed episodes 1, 2, and 3, you're going to be really disappointed in this one. This is somehow episode 4. It's about 20 after 5. I think I'm done with all of that. You've seen me sat in the studio for ages trying to put stuff together and kind of do a bit of the work that I'm going to have to finish off when I get where I'm going, which is my friends Ian and Flix. You can just see the smokehouse disappearing behind me. I'm going cross country. It's about 4 or 5 miles, something like that. Is it? It's at least 3 anyway, maybe it's 4, I don't know. Going as the crow flies through the field. Got my rucksack full of beer. Ian and I almost never have a drink together, but I'm going to break the habit today. I have the questions, and my plan was to answer them as I'm walking along, but actually that's a pretty fucking stupid idea. I might find somewhere nice to sit. Hello, some useless fuckers left this gate open. This fucking bag weighs a ton, and I didn't realise when I set off, it's only got one strap. So, you know what it's like when you're carrying loads of weight on one shoulder?
Has it got a beer in it?
Yeah.
It's alright.
Because it's got fucking beer in it. It's also got my office in it. I need to finish whilst I'm here.
It's alright. You can't
Go through, see the Queen on Coronation.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Queen Bee. I've come to say hello. This is Barbara, our good friend Barbara. What have you been watching? Oh, yes.
I've been watching him growing up.
Has it been good?
Oh yeah, really interesting.
Hey, some lovely
Very
pictures.
odd.
Barbara was 90 recently, you can see.
Here he is, look.
Right. Okay.
We've got a coronation teapot. Red wine. For Barbara.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Yeah. That little favour I asked you for,
Yeah.
did you manage?
Yeah, I've done it.
Great. Can we have a look?
Yeah. Do you want to have a look now?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go. Mr. I told him I'd done it, but you've done it, obviously.
Do you want
Brilliant.
any text on it or any?
I think it'd be nice if we could add where somewhere on the back or something where it was taken, and maybe it's your photographer friend who actually took the picture.
Photo by Pete Bowers. WERS.
There you go. Must take you quite a lot of time to do all these things, Kez.
Yeah. No. Oh fuck! My foot's stuck in a wire. It normally takes me about a week,
Yeah.
I suppose. We do 2 a month. So we normally shoot it, and I kind of edit it on the go. Like each night, I'll do something, and then I know, oh, that's all right, that works, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I try and have a week in between where I don't have to even look at the computer or do anything.
Well, like a solid week, or like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just softly doing it.
So, in the evenings, like for like an hour or something, I'll do whatever it is that we shot that day. I normally edit it down in the evening to something that's manageable, and then on the Sunday, which is when we would normally upload it. I'm saying normally like we've done a fucking million, we've done 3. But on the Sunday I would normally put each of those hours, evenings work into something that works. But today I'm doing the whole thing in what's now 6.5 hours or something. Right, I'm here. The plan had been to answer these questions. Thank you all very much for these questions. I did try and do this little piece to camera on the way here. I'll get a bit of that footage and you'll see me walking away from the smokehouse. And what I was saying was that I was really grateful for all the questions and everybody that was stupid enough to make it this far. And then I realised you probably couldn't hear a fucking thing because it's really windy. So if you can hear anything now over the dog eating. So anyway, I am here and I've got the questions, so we're going to do these now. This series is brilliant. What future episodes are planned? Don't really know. We don't do planning. Things that we kind of feel that we ought to do. Seems it's called off the grid. We should do a bit more on the house and being off grid, like why we built it, where we built it, how we built it, the people that helped us, how it works. Because it's obviously it's off grid. We do our own heating, electric, water, all that kind of stuff. So we'll probably do a lot more on that. I think probably a bit more with work as well. There are different types of work because they're not all the same as you've seen from the little bits we've done. And obviously some of the owners are really interesting people as well, so I think we should concentrate a bit on that. Had a request for like tutorial things, like how to fell a tree. I don't really know if that's the right thing to do or not, because there's loads of people that are a lot better at doing tutorials than me already all over YouTube. What else? Oh, I want to do one with like getting into Northumberland. Like going out and rooting around on the moors, having a look at some of the wildlife and the flora and fauna, the trees, and I want to get fucking right into it. Go exploring, not the touristy bits, all the bits where fucking like no one goes. And I'm not going to tell you where I am either, because that's the fucking last thing we want. Thanks, Robson, by the way, for spoiling that. My Northumberland. It's not your fucking Northumberland, you cunt. You don't even live here. Right. I can say that, by the way, because I know Robson. I used to work for him. He won't mind. What's the next one? Okay. Oh, I see. Right. My ideal government structure. This is a bit of an amalgamation of a few questions. My ideal government structure. Am I a Republican or a monarchist? Well, I think I should be careful answering that here today, shouldn't I? What with all this fucking bunting everywhere.
Yeah, it's all going on.
Ian's mother, who is the real queen, by the way, is sat in there watching this whole... How long has it been on?
Since 7 o'clock she's been watching.
Since 7 o'clock this morning she's been sat there watching the coronation. Like Charlie getting a fucking hat. Really? Imagine that. But she's mint, she can do what she likes.
She likes Charlie.
So to answer the question, I'm none of those things. They don't, the monarchy don't bother me in the slightest. I'm not for them or against them. And an ideal government structure, well, my ideal really would be that they all just fucked off and left us alone. But
I don't really need rules and telling what to do. The rules don't really mean anything to me. Rules are good with governments for people that don't know what to do and can't make decisions. I don't really fall into that camp, so I don't really give a fuck. But thanks for your question anyway. Right, now I know this is 100% as I've just seen Nata in Berwick shopping. Well, that's what we said, it's real, yeah. And and you do know that because you've not seen her in this today because she's in fucking Berwick shopping. Would I ever go back on the road and tour? No. How did you end up on the Fogel show? Ben asked us to. And he's nice, so we said yes. To be honest, we felt sorry for him. It was the middle of COVID, and they're used to going around the world filming people that live in caves made of bat shit. And they couldn't do any of that because they weren't allowed to fly anywhere. So they tried to carry on doing something in the UK, and we knew each other anyway, or of each other at least, mutual friends. So he asked if we would do it, and eventually we said yes. Are we totally self-sufficient at the smokehouse? No. And if you ever meet anyone that claims to be totally self-sufficient, I can tell you now, they're fucking lying. Easiest way to tell is open anybody's fridge in their house. That will tell you what goes on there. Case in point, this one's always full of food, even when we bring beer. Can we fix climate change? No. Have you seen Daisy? Have I seen Daisy Jones and the Six? Yes, it's brilliant. Really, really good. There was one episode I didn't like. That was a bit crap. Probably a bit like this one now in the middle of this. Is your house legal? Was it hard to get? Yes, it is legal. No, it wasn't hard to get. It kind of was, actually. Flix just pointed out to me it was. It wasn't because we went straight through. There was never any kind of refusal. There was no problems with it. But yeah, we did a lot of work to get it legal, didn't we? I wrote like a book that I gave to the planning department about why the house was important. And that's how we got it. So we went through with no problems. But I think if we hadn't have done all that work, we probably wouldn't have got it. Because we had to explain to them why we were doing it. And because we took the effort to do that, they got it and were like, we're completely behind you. But I'm aware that question probably comes from someone that's tried to do something similar to us off-grid and had to take their house down or something. You read about that quite often. My heart goes out for them. But really, to be honest, if you put the fucking hard work in and ask the right people and do it the right way, then you should get the help you need. Okay, last one. What do I think about the government tree planting plan? Well, I'd sort of